There are some things that grant consultants don't tell you, and oftentimes that's the fact that you too can write your own grant proposal and tell a more compelling story and save and raise thousands of dollars in as little as a few weeks. That's if you get the right information. Hi, my name is Rodney Walker, President of Grant Central USA, Grant Writers Association. And if you are interested in really pursuing grants and want to do it yourself, this resource is a great resource to help you. I had an opportunity to interview Naomi Takeuchi, and Naomi did a lot of grant writing for both foundations and government, mostly a lot of governmental agencies, and she has some unique experiences that she shares in this valuable resource designed to help you know, first of all, the difference between approaching funding from a foundation versus that of a governmental agency. She also shares some insight of some big mistakes that she sees that can help you to keep you from getting funded. You want to get funded, right? Well, the best way to get funded is to learn from those that have been successful in getting funding. And she shares some insights about what she did to help get funded, but also she points out some key mistakes that you want to avoid. Every day, thousands of applications are being submitted. Thousands of proposals are being submitted to funders nationwide, both foundations as well as governments. And those applications oftentimes are flooded with mistakes. There are some big mistakes that you want to avoid. She discusses one humongous mistake that got one of her clients placed in the rejection pile. She actually talked about one thing that this one organization did that has spent literally months of time in crafting this proposal, that literally as soon as they turned it in, got it placed into a certain pile. Do you want your proposals placed in that pile? Well, if not, make sure that you get a chance to listen to what Naomi Takeuchi has to share that can keep your proposal from ending up in that pile. There's also some things that she shares that I think are going to be important for you. She talks about some of the relational aspects of grant writing, and oftentimes this is overlooked. A lot of people think that grant writing is just the writing part, and they do a lot of writing, but they miss some key areas. And one of those key areas is the relational aspect. And you're going to get a chance to glean some insight that's going to help you to do a better job of that as well. I also really appreciate that this interview is an interview that allows you to connect and hear from a consultant. Now, we have resources where you can get a chance to hear from those that are funders, and those are valuable. I can't tell you how valuable those are. Those are valuable. So make sure you go check out some of those other resources in our store. But we also have some resources where you get a chance to hear directly from grant professionals, those that are actually writing the grant. This is coming from someone who's been successful in securing grants, but is not necessarily just a grant writer. She does grant writing, which I guess you can say makes her a grant writer, but her profession is that of a consultant. And one of the advice that she shares, she really thinks that it's important for agencies to take the ownership of their grant writing into their own hands. And she shares some of the reasons why, and why that may be more profitable for you, both short-term and long-term. So if you're really interested in doing it yourself, I want to encourage you, you can do it. And this resource is one of those resources that's going to be able to help you to do a more effective job of it. I want to encourage you to make your order right now. Now let me tell you what's going to happen once you make the order. As soon as you make the order, you are going to be given instant access. Yes, I said instant access to this valuable resource. And you're going to get a chance to hear this interview that I had with Naomi as she shares this valuable insight. And afterwards, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some post commentary on what she said. I'm going to highlight some of the key points that she shared to make sure that you grasp those key points. And then I'm going to underscore some things that you want to do activity-wise right away. You see, it's not enough just to get information, not enough just to get knowledge. You've heard the saying, knowledge is power. Well, I believe knowledge applied is powerful. Knowledge applied. So I'm going to share with you afterwards some things that you want to do in regards to what you've just heard so that you can take some immediate action. You know, the goal here for this resource is to inform you, but not just to inform you, but to inspire you to go and get the money. Do want the money, right? I know you do. Well, in getting the money, it's going to take you being very strategic, and then it's going to call for you to invest into yourself so you can get the right knowledge so that you can go and get the funding. When I was first starting out, one of the most important things that I did, looking back, I did it one way where I just dove into the process. When I did that, I fell flat on my face, didn't get funding. I decided to do a smarter way, and that was to go and to research and to hear what others had to say about the matter, and to get resources similar to the resources that I'm making available to you right now. And you never know what resource you're going to gain that's going to help you to get around the corner to start getting funding. So take advantage of this resource. Get the wealth of knowledge and insight that you're going to have in it. You can also get the PowerPoint slides that come along with this, so you'll be able to take notes. And as you see on the image, you will also gain the transcriptions. You'll be able to download the transcriptions of everything that was said. So save yourself some time in that regard as well. So go ahead and make this wise purchase right now. And in doing so, you will be the better for it. Remember this, you don't want to make the mistake of not getting the right information, because you never know what book, what insight, what sentence, what someone's going to say that's going to help you to get funding. I can't never forget, I had a person that I was working with a number of years ago, and he needed some help in raising $15,000. Now, $15,000 may not sound like a lot to you, but at the time for him, it was a huge amount that he had to raise as he was completing his internship. He had to raise it. He came to me asking me for help. I shared with him some advice. That advice literally unlocked the $15,000 that he needed. You never know if this one resource is going to be that resource for you that's going to help to unlock more funding for you. So take advantage of it, avoid the mistakes, avoid those pitfalls so that you can get funded. Order now. I'll see you on the inside. Take care.